So, Vishal, thank you for joining Osho's Ashtavakra Study Group. And as we are coming towards the end of it, I would like to know your experience, and that is also useful for people who will be considering to join future study groups as well. That what is the importance of joining such kind of programs? What people get out of that? So, I have a few questions in mind which I will ask you, and and I would really like to know what's your take on it. So, first of all, the question which is prevalent in everyone's mind is this was a 46 weeks program, and initially people were quite hesitant to give this kind of time commitment. What do you think about this duration of 46 weeks that we created?
So I just wanted to say that initially when I started this program, I never thought about the long commitment. So my only goal was that I will join every week. So I was taking 1 week at a time. So that's how I strategized. And just to give you a glimpse that I joined in April, but the program already started in Jan Feb 2024. So by the time I have already lost like 10 weeks of material. But then Akarma, you and Anamika, you helped me to figure out how do I catch up. So my strategy was like, I mean, like, you did not tell me the strategy or anything. It's just my self thing. I created my own strategy that, I catched up every weeks, like week one on the week 10, and similarly going forward. So within 10 weeks, I was able to catch up with all the recordings and material, and I started to get aligned with the group within like 5 or 6 weeks. So I don't think the timeline of 45 weeks is is just a number. I would just take it as 1 week at a time, and it's not something like I'm doing this course and I just completed it and bag a certificate. That's not the goal. I joined this for my own self development, for my own self growth, to know more about myself, to gain more inner freedom. So, and that was my goal, and I kept it very simple, just 1 week at a time. That's how I progressed on this course.
Hmm. Wonderful, great. And one of the objectives behind keeping it this long was this thought process that, as you said, that this is not like a course, it is more like creating that environment in
Right.
which people marinate for a while,
Yeah.
so that they can start imbibing this in their life. So, this is not about intellectualizing Osho's Ashtavakra Gita, but it is more about bringing it in our life. So, what would you say about that? That this duration helped you to bring this in your life?
Yes, totally. I'm totally in alignment with you on this one. This duration has absolutely helped me. In fact, I was the one who was suggesting that just repeat this again for the next year. The reason being is that so when you join this as a course, like you have to take some time and understand how the course works, how people are approaching this course. I learned a lot from other participants as well, although I joined late. So I feel that it has given me lot of different levels of self understanding about myself. It also has created a kind of a sangha. What I mean to say is that a week after a week we come together and we discuss various aspects, various challenges. Let's say, for example, if this course has been only for like 4 weeks or 5 weeks, right? I mean, like, it is not gonna help at all because after 4 weeks, you are back to your own life, your own challenges, your own struggles, and you're back to your own limiting patterns. Week after week, week after week, what happens is that when you keep on discussing and understand different views and different perspectives, you contemplate, you do a self-analysis and try to imbibe all what has been discussed. For example, there were many instances where I had so many challenges regarding my personal life as well as my career. So mentors were able to help me during the discussions, because these discussions are also a main part of how we deal with our life on a day-to-day basis. So another perspective I wanted to add is that every Sunday when we had these sessions, it used to be a kind of a refresher for the week. next week. So the whole week we used to be in that kind of contemplation, and we used to try to imbibe what has been discussed into our day-to-day life. So what happened over a period of time, like in this 40 45 weeks, what happened is that it has become our self nature. Like that's what we keep on saying, that it's a kind of a self transformation. So there is a fundamental shift which has happened during this whole process, and this can only happen if it goes very slowly. It's kind of a slow burning thing, but the results are like profound. The results are like pretty much profound to see for ourselves and for others as well.
Hmm. Wonderful. Great. Thanks so much, Vishal. And just one last question, that if you can just maybe tell everyone maybe two, 3 points around how this whole thing has impacted you in a personal way. What changes have you observed about you over these 45, 46 weeks? Maybe just two, three major big ones that you can think of.
Uh, So, the two major things I can think of is, first one is active acceptance. So I became more into a kind of an person who has good amount of acceptance. Before this program, I was kind of pretty anxious, and I had a lot of fears, and I was not well accepting about the things, that why did things did not happen in my way. But going through all these weeks, like last year, the whole year of 2024, we have been engaged in this program, and I can confidently say that the level of my acceptance has been increased a lot. So I accept things more easily. So as a byproduct of this acceptance, what happens is that you gain a lot of inner freedom. Like when we talk about inner freedom, it can be described in different ways, but I want to just tie it up to the acceptance thing. And because the moment you accept it, you are free, and the intensity of your struggles or your issues will not be that much, and that has helped me immensely. My relationships have improved. I was asking my wife other day, what do you think, it's been like the whole year we have been in the process, what do you think, do you see any change? And she definitely have accepted the fact that she sees a lot of change in me. The reason why I asked my wife is that because she is the one who lives with me every day, so, and she watches me very closely, so she is the best person to judge me. And yeah, so that gives me a lot of confidence in saying that this course has immensely helped me. The other thing I wanted to point out is that there has been self implosion as well as explosion during this course, external explosion and internal implosion, I would say, in that way. So the way I look at things, the way I perceive things has completely shifted. So it has given me an opportunity to stay back and view things as they are, and progress from there on, which actually I was not doing because I was a little bit more impulsive, and I used to take impulsive decisions. But right now I am not in that zone where I'm taking impulsive decisions, whereas I just stay put, and then analyze the decisions and then take it. So I think my decision making has also improved. It doesn't mean that whatever decisions I make are always amazing or they're good, but I want to tie it up back to the acceptance levels, that okay, I am more confident in taking decisions, and the output of the decisions is where I apply my understanding from the whole study of acceptance. And this hasn't come from only 4 weeks or 5 weeks of study. To be honest, it was a very slow burning process, and the good thing about the slow burning process is that it stays with you forever. But if it's like a kind of a crash course, you'll just forget within 1 or 2 months. And I've done so many crash courses like this before. None have stuck with me like this course has stuck with me.
Fantastic. Really appreciate this feedback, Vishal, and I feel that the listeners will really find this very useful, and this will give them some food for thought to think about subscribing to such long programs, which brings lifelong transformation.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I wanted to add one more point, is that even if we have a busy life. Everyone is very busy nowadays. Even if we miss 1 or 2 weeks, it's always a good idea to jump back on the ship, because as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to have this key point that each and every week opens a new perspective in your life, and I strongly believe that it does really help. Yeah,
Very, very good point.
thank
And
you.
especially given that you joined almost 10, 11 weeks
Exactly.
later and still you caught up with everything. And after that, your attendance has been almost 100% only. I suppose that rarely I saw that you missed any class. So that's great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vishal. Thank you.